Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you
We
with
wear
us.
all black. The Wags' funeral.
Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all
Baby.
of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the... work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Got it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Give to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch?
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Bringing it back, it's Harbor. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hughes. At the 35, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Throws for the tight end. Smashes ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man quickly. At the 45, on his way. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Steps away. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
The short hands, it's Hughes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
He's brought down at the 34. And 1st down for the offense.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to run it in. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And they're able to get him down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Wants to go up top. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on third down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And it's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On the ground, it's Sanders. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action. Dances away. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll throw it on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got loose, it was all over. He'll try to tack on one more. Back to pass. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Greenway.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity create some momentum, cut it to a one-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to...
Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick.
one away.
Few anxious moments there, but oh, ball's out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of touchdown Gamecocks! And the route is on. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely...
They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tulane, 22.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
First and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He runs it.
Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth.
Welcome to Game 2 of Ass Whoopin' City. We will be delivering ass whoopings all night. We will be taking requests for ass whoopings. So if you want your ass whooped, drop your gamer tag.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway.
And as always, thank you for riding the Ass Whoopin' Express.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
And Samuel Earl Bullock, if you're watching this game right now on YouTube, I just want to let you know, fuck Michigan.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Howard. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense?
Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air, it's back. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he's doing the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw open the double coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
And that pass intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the owner of the 37.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Looking for the end zone. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting the push and giving that running back a chance.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to throw, it's Howard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Back to pass, it's back. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Third down play from the gun. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time. Into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his second pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you do.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Howard. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State. And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On the run, it's Henderson. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Howard. Coming after it, looking to scramble. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Buckeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 is quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He makes the connection. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes. They'll line up to go for 2. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. That's reeled in. It's Bell. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's back. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Steps away to find some room. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Smashes through. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Using the quick game. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to a few.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Rifles it down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They'll try to pick up the first. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field.
And no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
The sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, and create separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. You know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Got enough space. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Beck. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Howard. He's got him in the flat. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Georgia's offense will take over 1st and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the ball's free in the backfield.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Mississippi, Ohio State, 28. Georgia, 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. The 30. He's at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. To throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Right back to the well. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. On the move, it's Judkins. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it. Puts him in the spin cycle. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the option. Quick toss. And they get him down.
Well, in the two-point attempt, they go option, but the speed of the defense, sideline to sideline, rallying to the ball, stops them short.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Feeling some heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. That's a live ball. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's back. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And the Dogs will go for it here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Set up for second and short after that completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Pressure coming. Moving out of the pocket. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.